What's going on, everybody? So I just finished up my Monday session. Right now in this last training block before my meet in January, we're focusing on a couple things. I want to hit a 264 snatch. I want to back squat 405 for 5, and I want to do 30 strict pull-ups. So today's focus was on the pull-ups and the snatch. That's what I'm doing on Mondays. Tuesdays is the back squat portion that we're focusing on, and then Wednesday's kind of a hybrid athletics day. So getting into today's training, not to deviate too much. So today was all snatch work, technique, building up to heavy singles, and then a whole bunch of pulling. So we're just doing some Chinese panda pulls and then about 100 strict pull-ups. I think today I did 90. I did them in 10 sets of 9. And then just doing some accessory work, just doing some glute raises to build up the shoulders and the back, just a little more to finish everything off there. As tomorrow will be more leg intensive, just kind of balancing out things there. But in recap, so one thing I was thinking about as I was hitting some heavy singles. I know I made a previous video about progressions and strength and RPE and where I typically am within a week, given that I'm doing the proper recovery, proper nutrition, proper hydration, and proper training methodology that I'm following all the way through and making sure I'm listening to my body and not getting injured. I know I was talking about you should be hitting a weekly RPE of 8, 9, or 10, and that you should be lifting heavy often, meaning once every 5 to 10 days, you should be hitting those type of efforts. And another way I think would be easy to break it down is week in and week out, I'm hitting about 90% on my lifts. So for example, I hit 92% on my snatch, I hit a 240, and my 1RM is a 260. Tomorrow, my clean and jerk, I'll probably hit around an 85, 90%. Just depending on how the body responds to the squats. It may be even lower as we're working more on technique right now and not trying to push percentages. The snatch just felt really great today, so I always advocate for athletes to ride that train as long as your body feels great, you're not injured, and you're not overtraining. I did a lot of good prep work on Sunday, a lot of good prep work this morning before work, hydrated, ate well, everything was clicking, so we're gonna push that percent. Whereas, if I wasn't feeling it, okay, I might hit 85%, 86%. But today, again, the RPE felt really low, so we turned it up a little bit and hit into that 90%. Whereas typically on a Friday, that's when I'm hitting that 90%. But beginning of the week, everything, again, firing all cylinders, that's where we're gonna push it. And we may back off a little bit on Friday, just seeing how the body feels. And so carrying that over into other lifts, back squat, deadlift, bench press, just to go over the basic powerlifting ones, I'm hitting each of those once a week, again, at a relative perceived intensity or effort of an 8, 9, or 10, trying to go for about 85 to 90%. If everything is clicking really, really well, we may go for something above that 90%, but right around that 90% range is where I try to hit. So just to elaborate my brain and how I'm thinking about things and just giving another angle of how you could modify your training, hit certain goals, hit certain percentages. And mind you, I'm not hitting 90% for every lift every single time I'm training. That is just a metric that I try to use where, once a week, once every other week, if I can hit that, I know that I'm making progress, I'm maintaining good form. That's kind of how I try to gauge it, is if I hit 90% really crappy one week, and then the next week can I hit 90% with really good form or just better or improved form, or the ease of it felt better. That's kind of how I try to gauge metrics, certain things that help me build for the next time. Okay, I hit 90% last week, let's hit this one a little bit better. So I hope that little brain dump helps. Keep following along. I'm hopefully gonna post some more workouts, some more training bits and pieces here, but I don't really know what you guys wanna see. So comment on some stuff, whether it's the warm up, the actual full training itself, the cool down, the accessories, what have you. And I'll post that and I'll try to capture everything there. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna go eat, I'm gonna go recover and hydrate. Much love.